had two first government jobs. As a sophomore in college at Tennessee State University in Nashville, Tennessee, I had the opportunity to work in Argonne, Illinois at the United States Atomic Energy Commission for a summer as a summer intern. And during that experience, I worked with a chief meteorologist. I was in an environment that I had no clue. You know, growing up, you know, you see the weather person on television tell you about the forecast, but I really didn't have good grasp of what was involved with determining weather conditions. And so that summer provided an excellent opportunity for me to begin to learn more about meteorology. I was thrown into an environment with all men, and I was the only female in the environment, and that was sort of neat because they wanted to help me. And I asked a lot of questions. You know, I've always had sort of a why mentality, so I wanted to know why. Don't just ask me to do something. I wanted to know why, what would the end result be. And so that was an excellent experience for me to use some of my math skills, because, you know, math was sort of the core of doing some of the calculations to determine what the weather forecast would be. So fast forward 2 years from that, I finished Tennessee State with a bachelor's degree in math and physics, and I went to work for NASA Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. And I started there as a technical intern, and that was sort of the beginning of the boom for information technology, computers, and so when NASA hired me, they hired me to be a computer scientist because of my math background. But the only programming experience I had had was in college, because again, you know, 40 some years ago, we just weren't that into computer science. So I had written a program to sum the numbers from 1 to 10. So that was about the height of my computer experience. But, you know, I learned to spend the time necessary outside of the work environment to learn. And as I said, I have sort of a why mentality, and I quickly learned that there were a lot of classes that the agency offered that would help me to strengthen my skill set. So I did become a computer programmer, although that was not really what my lifelong goals were for my career. But it was an excellent learning experience. I worked with the contractor at that time that was developing the onboard information management system for the space shuttle program. So I was able to make a contribution towards, you know, that era of human spaceflight exploration.